Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I am Jordan. It's a little bit darker down here than normal. It's raining outside. It's cool, I should say. It's a beautiful October fall day, 2023. We're coming up on the end of the month here, and man, like 2 days ago, it was like almost 80 degrees, and now this week, as we're going into this last week, October, weather's shifting. It's supposed to be rainy today's Monday. It's supposed to rain like the next 5 days, 4 days with snow mixing with rain on Thursday and Friday. Overnight lows in the single digits, as low as 9 degrees. So, in my opinion, this is a little bit late in the year for this type of turn to happen. Normally, we get our first snow here in town late September, early October. And now here it is the end of October, and we've only had like 3 fairly light frosts, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So just kind of interesting how everything unfolds, and it also seems like it's going to be another wet year. They've already gotten 20 plus inches of snow up on the mountain, so it's just kind of interesting. But that's not why you're here. You're here to watch and learn about different whiskeys. So here's what we got going on. This video, we are going to check out Chattanooga. This is my first bottle that I have. This is cask strength straight bourbon whiskey coming in at 111 proof, made in Tennessee. Looking forward to getting into this bottle. Up next, we'll have our Rebel 10-year, and then we also have a Rebel cask strength. And then at some point, I'm going to do a video where I do the cask strength, the Rebel 10, and I got a Rebel 100 sitting down here somewhere. Right here. Got a Rebel 100 sitting right here. So, we'll do a blind head-to-head with those, and then we're going to finish it up with this single barrel proof Jack Daniels. I know they get raving reviews by all the other whiskey tubers. I've yet to have one, and so we're going to dive into that. And then the next round of whiskey reviews that I'm going to do is going to be Scotch. We have this Deanston. Yesterday, I just picked up this Classic Lottie by Brooklotic. I went in to go buy a Smoke Wagon unfiltered uncut. It had been sitting on the shelf for months and months and months, and I had been passing it over. It's like $46, something like that. And finally, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go do it because I've seen a lot of good things about it. Went back, and of course, sold out. So, the other thing that had kind of been tickling my brain for a long time, although not on my list, but something that I've been interested in, is that Classic Lottie. So finally broke down and bought that. So we'll do that review, and then also probably one that you guys have been looking forward to since I mentioned it, but the Octomore 13.3, we'll finish up with that. But getting into it, we're going to get into this Chattanooga whiskey, cask strength, 111 proof. My wife picked this up for me down in Denver at the Total Wine and Spirits down there, and she paid $48.99, which, that's pretty darn reasonably priced whiskey for cask strength. And I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about this stuff. Mash bill is yellow corn, malted rye, caramel malted barley, and honey malted barley. Fermentation, temperated, 7 days. Cooperage is 53-gallon toasted and charred oak barrels. Filtration, none. Bottle occasionally captures barrel sediment, so there might be some charred bits in the bottom of this. Age greater than 2 years, and batch size is 6 to 10 barrels. Distilled and aged in Chattanooga by Chattanooga Whiskey, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let's see, what else do we need to know here? 55.5% ABV, which is 111 proof. This is batch number 22T19R, fermentation 20D29R. There we go. That's what we got for information on this. Let's dive into this. Now, I've heard a lot of really good things about Chattanooga. It's been on my hit list. There was this cask strength, and then there was also either a bottled and bond or a non-cask strength version, and there was only like $5 or $10 difference, I believe, between the two that my wife asked me about, and I'm like, hey, definitely go pick up the higher proof one. So on the nose, it's bourbon, straight down home plate bourbon. Um, a very nice fruit cherry in there. A little bit of oak tannin, vanilla. Um, the proof kind of hit around the edges, getting some sweet brown sugar mixed in with that cherry. Now it's not getting kind of that nuttiness or the banana that I get out of the Tennessee whiskeys like Dickel and Jack Daniels. I'll be curious with this barrel proof if I get that banana note. To me, it's banana Laffy Taffy, not like banana the fruit. Um, but we'll see if what we get out of it here. But very nice, robust, bourbon forward nosing characteristics, but mostly cherry and brown sugar. A little bit of vanilla honey edging on the sides. Very nice. No marshmallow, caramel, peanut dust, corn dust, none of that stuff. So let's see what it goes on the taste here. Ooh, that is a very nice, easy sipping, higher proof whiskey. The burn comes on the back end of it. It was very sweet forward. It was fruity sweet. So that cherry note kind of hovered in there, mixed with that brown sugar, some honeys, vanilla's picked up in the middle, a little bit of caramel mixing in with that vanilla in the middle, then a little bit of graham cracker finish on the tail end where you get hit with just a little bit of that oak. Nothing's really spiky other than the proof. The burn of the proof kind of start to finish. Now, this is the first whiskey of the day, and it's also a higher proof whiskey, so might have something to do with it. But it kind of lingers in the back of my throat from start to finish, and then kind of gets a little bit larger towards the end of that finish. But it does not bring with it the bitterness of the tannins or like that black pepper note that you typically get. I don't get that. I just get like the heat of the proof along with some nice sweet notes finishing up. Now, several seconds later, I get a little bit of oak, barrel char in there, but not very bitter or tannic or anything like that. So really, really nice. Totally digging this so far. For barrel proof, it's not over the top. It's not knocking you out of the water by any stretch. 111, I'd say it drinks like 111. It's not drinking way hotter. And if it's only, let's just say, greater than 2 years, so if it's 2.5, 3 years, at that young of an age, I would expect the proof to still be a fair bit more bitey. So it is warm in the chest and stuff, but it's not over the top. It's really nice. Okay, the nose is switching more to a floral cherry in there and more brown sugar caramel coming through, a little bit of honeysuckle and a little bit of that peanut dust starting to come through now. You like that as well? Sweet forward. Man, it's everything you want in a nice bourbon. It's very sweet forward, that brown sugar, that cherry, really driving home to about mid palate this time. Now I'm getting a little bit of that oak tannin in there. So just a slight bitterness mixing with that heat. Still not unpleasant and not so far that it's something that I don't like. I'm still enjoying this start to finish, getting that black pepper this time that I didn't get on the first sip. Um, I'm liking the hell out of this. I really am. I'd say the name of the game on this whiskey is balance. Balance and flavor. That heat's picking up and kicking through on the back end. A couple drops of water, just for curiosity's sake. Um, we don't need the big dropper for that. Let's just do the little dropper here. Um, I'm curious. I'm literally just gonna put a drop or two of water in this just to see what it does. Cause there's one drop, there's two drops. I'll go three. 3 drops. Let's see what that does. Just curious. See what that does to that proof. It muted, wow, it muted the nose down to almost nothing. Kind of made it almost malty. Cherry, kind of a malty funk with a cherry on the back end now. That's interesting. Tamped it way down. Now it's starting to come around with a good swirling here. Yeah, it muted it quite a bit. Let's see how it drinks. It tamed. Wow. It tamed the entire flavor profile. It brought it from up here where it was like just nice, bold flavors, but not sharp and pointy. Brought them all down, leveled them out. So it made the flavor profile really, really bland from start to finish. And then at the end, this graham cracker and black pepper kind of exploded, and now some heat's kicking back in. No water. I'm going to recommend that this is a no water whiskey because I really don't. It was much nicer without those just 3 drops of water. It was much nicer without it. Um, it just tamed everything. Everything I liked about it kind of went away. So there you go. Don't put water in it. Yeah, kind of just fractured it out, made it bland, brought some of that tannic bitterness forward in it. Oh, that black pepper, the sweetness is gone, the fruitiness is gone. It's just not as good. So don't put water in it. That's my recommendation. But here we go. Chattanooga Whiskey Company, or just Chattanooga Whiskey. Cask strength, 111 proof. That's a buy in my world, especially at $48.99, $49. Worth it for sure. It's a great whiskey for that price. Go ahead, drop in the comments down below what you can find a bottle of Chattanooga for in your area. Again, can't find it near me. My wife had to go all the way to Denver for that, so have not seen it in Wyoming, South Dakota, or Montana. But you know what? It's down in Denver, and that's not so bad. So let me know what your experience is, what you can find it for, where you're at, and any other comments you have. As always, hopefully you're watching this on BitChute, maybe Rumble, and thanks for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who comments on the videos, having fun talking with our people, hearing what everybody has to say. So thank you for that. And catch you in the next video where we're going to do our Rebel 10. Have a good one.